Okay, so we have our agents that reach each other, and now they are ready to start a battle. So we need to set up the new logic for to play the slash and block animation and synchronize that between the carried agent and the enemy. So let's go back to our behavior tree. Okay, let's clean a bit this guy here. Let's create a new comment. Okay, let's call this one go to the enemy. Okay, and now we need another branch here that should be a higher priority. So we need another conditional because we will run this one when we are in attack mode, and in this case should be an attack mode higher than 1. So let's put higher and let's switch to attack mode. So the last thing here that we need to set the attack mode to 2. So I'll do the set backward entry. And do attack mode integer 2. Actually, okay, no, let's leave like this for now. Now let's just play an animation here. Play animation. Let's, for example, use the slash one. Number of loops. Let's put 3. Just for example, let's have a look how it goes. Let's debug. Let's see what is happening. Okay, there, and we are not setting the attack mode. Yes, sorry, this one is continuous repeat this logic here. So we need to fix that. To fix that, so to interrupt this branch, we can put dynamic condition here, so it will check every time. So as long this attack mode is 1, it could just continue to go here. But if when we reach this point, the attack mode just switch, and the next frame the condition check that this condition is not valid anymore because it's in dynamic, so it will check every frame. It will interrupt everything else. So let's register. Let's have a look now. Yeah. So now basically they are playing. So the first thing we need to do is to select the right clips, so one for attack and one for block. So let's do that. Okay, so here we can put the 2 animation clips. So one we have, let's put number frame 1, one for the attack, and one for the impact. So we need a selector. But now we need some condition to be able to select one of the two clips. So we have a couple of ways to do, or we can use the selector, or we can use the switch, for example. Where's the binary selector? We have the switch that we can use based on some input. But in this case, we can, for example, use the same attack mode and have a value when, for example, it's 2, then it play the attack. When it's 3, it play the when it's 3, it play the defense. So let's put some conditional here. So when this is integer, when this is the attack mode is at 2, we play the attack, and when, let's copy this one and this one, when it's 3, then it play the defense. Okay, so now basically we can select one animation to play. What we need to do basically is to enter this value, so to set up correctly on the agent this value on the agent and on its enemy. So the first thing that we need to do is to find a way to have like a master and slave behavior between an agent and its enemy. In this way, only the master agent is basically driving this attack mode on itself, also on the enemy at the same time. So let's create a new Blackboard key. Let's call this one attacker. Example. Let's put the false. So we here on the find enemy. When a first agent find an enemy, then we became the attacker. So we can set Blackboard entry, and we can put this one attacker to true. Let's expose it as a metadata so we can see in the viewport. Okay, here. Okay, let's register. Let's have a look to the attacker data. Okay, let's rewind. Attacker. So now it's 0. Oops, sorry, it's the wrong type. It's a bool. And this one, why is attacker? Sorry, attacker value is false. Okay, it's false. Let's have a look. So here, the attacker, false and false. If you go, okay, so this is basically the master. So it's the one that choose which clip to play, if it's attack or defense, and set the corresponding value on the enemy as well. Okay, so let's go back to our tree. So we need here some branch that define randomly basically this value, the attacker mode 2 or the attacker mode 3. So we can use a sequence. Okay, so this one will be the same, but now we need to put an optional here because we will run this one and then go to other one. So even if this one returns false, we want to run the other one, and then a conditional here. Now we want to run this branch only on the master agents, so we need to use our attacker metadata. So if the attacker is true, only the attacker is executing this one. And then we can use a random selector. It randomly select one of its children. And then here we can use a sequence. And we can set the agent metadata, that's fine. So it's the attack mode, integer. This one is on itself, so let's put to attack mode. And the other one is for the enemy. So this one will be 3, so it's in defense. And put sorry, not attack mode, but target ID. It's a global ID. Let's copy this one. Let's create another branch. Here it's the same. Now it's 3, so it's in defense. And this one we go in attack mode. Okay, so yeah, probably. Sure. Let's try. Let's see what happens. Let's have a look to the attack mode. So this one is 0, 0. Okay, as you can see, it correctly set after the initial value. Oops. So we need to fix the initial value. So let's have a look to what is happening at the init of the attack. Let's go back to one single agent, so it's more easy to debug. Let's open the debugger. Sorry, let's open here and here. So this one, seal setting. Sorry, let's put again on here. 30, 31. Okay, so this we set the attack mode 2, but then set the attack mode 3, and I think is because, yeah, the parent is evaluating this one as well. So we need to put a condition on this one. Only the attacker can set this one. So we can set the attack mode. So let's fix this one. Let's go here in the attack mode, and let's put a conditional here. And let's put an optional as well. Okay, so integer, sorry, not boolean is fine, is attacker. And so only the attacker set to 2. Okay, let's register, let's have a look. Yes, now it works fine. As you can see, the attack mode is right. The animation is not right, so it's not synchronized. So let's fix that. First, let's increase the radius of the go-to. This way it will have more space between each agents. That's this one. Probably more. 350, something like that. Yeah, probably a little bit less. Let's put 320. Okay, as you can see, the block is not synchronized correctly. That's because our clip has different lengths. So if you go on the atoms clip, you will check the slash. So the slash is 45 frame length, and it basically hit the enemy at frame 18, while the impact is 33 frames, and it immediately basically had the impact. So we need 18 frames before play this clip. This way will be synchronized with the art. We have two ways to do that. We can do directly in the behavior tree with a weight nodes, with a weight nodes, or we can fix here directly with the clip operator, the extender clip operator. So you can choose if you want. So here you can use the extend clip operator. You can put first, you can for example put 18 frames here at the beginning, and this way we don't need to do anything else there. Yeah, let's try to fix here on the clip itself. So this one immediately have the impact there, so we need 18 frames. Register. Now we need to, compatible padding 18, so we added 18 frames, so now it's 0 to 30, 41. We still need a couple of frames because the slash is 45, so we need other 4 frames. So let's add another clip extension, this last frame, 4 frame, 45. Okay, so in this way we extend the clip at the beginning, also the after, to reach the same frame range of the /1. So let's register. And now you see the click bar correctly in sync. Now let's create some more agents here. Let's have a look. As you see, now it's working correctly.